My name is Andrea. I'm a channel between two worlds. For years I have seen how fear can affect people. The absence of light, their perception and interpretation. Ghosts, poltergeists, demonic entities. What is real? My name is Andrea. It's time to push the limits. This week we are travelling to an undisclosed location in a small country town. Although it's a complex we've been to, we just had to come back to this forgotten asylum in southern New South Wales. The original building was built in the late 1800s. After 100 years of housing countless institutionalised patients, today its bricks and mortar are nothing more than a canvas for morphing shadows. Will the ghosts of a past era remain hidden between derelict walls, or will our intrusions stir unpleasant memories to surface? I actually feel drawn to the end. Why is it that corridors are always so creepy? Oh dear. You know what I feel like? I feel like we've got a line up on this side of the corridor, like people had to line up and almost like taking a roll that, they counted, and saying the names. This is your room and you're standing outside of your room. And I'm not sure that was a one-off occurrence because somebody got out and got lost, or they did it every night. I'm not quite sure. Feels very undignified, very undignified. I think I'm connecting with someone, with a man who's very mischievous. Feels like he's running around and poking patients and just stirring a little bit. I'm not quite sure whether he was from this room, but I feel that mischievous energy here. So energy is different, especially these two in the corner here. They feel quite heavy. I feel like I'm connecting with someone who's had a very difficult time breathing, possibly even on a breathing machine, or some sort of an upper respiratory problem, but definitely heavy chested, and I feel like my throat is all raspy and congested. This is a male energy as well, not the same as the one we've encountered on the other side of the room, though it's different. This will be awesome for tonight. This will be the place to be, I reckon. It's amazing how the energy changes in a building from room to room. There are some rooms that are really, really light and almost jovial, and there are some that are just absolutely dense and heavy, and I really don't want to go into those rooms past the doorway, but I have to, because this is what I do. It's actually taking us to a whole new part of the building. What a horrible feeling that would be when you know that you get put somewhere and the only way that you get out is with the dead.
We are in a very haunted psychiatric hospital. There's like a tray, a big laundry basket, and it has wheels, and it sounded as if someone was pushing that, except it was upstairs. It was pretty heavy. It sounded a bit like if you can hear that, you might not be able to, but that was the sort of sound that was coming from upstairs. I'm just going to go see if the board has changed positions. Now we're going up into the attic area. In the gaps between the posts, there used to be beds. So there would be, as you can see how many gaps are in between, you can tell how crowded it would be. So I think this is what was moving upstairs. Yeah, this was definitely it. I definitely know that there's something here.
As the West Sydney Paranormal Research Team carry out their routine inspection in an old derelict building, our two brave challengers finally arrive, ready to engage in a new experiment, the Psychic Challenge.
Thanks for coming, ladies. You're very quiet. Nervous.
Getting used to the sounds of the place.
What we will start with is what we call a walkthrough, okay? Because this episode is about a psychic challenge, okay? I'm going to tell you a little bit about both buildings and what sort of phenomena we've picked up or have been reported in both buildings. So just pay attention, okay? And just absorb as much as you can. The first time I visited this place, I've actually connected with a lady in this building, and she told me her name was Carolyn. I've connected with Carolyn in this area. Carolyn told me that she was a resident here back in the 40s during the Second World War, where she got pregnant out of wedlock and her baby was taken away from her and she fell into depression. She did eventually commit suicide, so I don't know whether she's still here or not, so we're going to find out hopefully. So now we've got another location in this building that I want to show you guys and tell you a little bit more about it, okay? So that's upstairs. What do you guys think the space was used for?
Please not storing dead bodies.
Why would they do that in the roof?
I don't know. So they're out the way.
Not quite. No dead bodies. And yes, it did have beds at some stage. But what we found out, which was very interesting, that ties in with the whole heat and the light and all that, one of the nurses was found growing pot up here. What has been reported up here, sometimes the smell of pot, you can smell that, or even hear giggling. So this was it for this building, but now we're going to go into the other one, which, as you will see, is completely different.
Yep. This building looks really freaky.
I don't like the police tape on it.
So there's a definite change in the atmosphere. It's quite oppressing, isn't it?
It is.
We were investigating this building a while ago. I was in one of the rooms with a couple of other guys, and it was very early in the morning, so everybody was kind of dozing off. I think I was the only one quite awake. And as I was looking out from the room into the hallway, I could see this purple iridescent orb float into my view across the doorway. And it's giving me goosebumps just to tell the story, because I was freaking out. I was sitting there completely gobsmacked. I've never ever seen anything like that in my life before. So it was floating into my view in the hallway, and it stopped, and then it moved off. I don't know, hopefully we'll get something like that today as well. So, because that would be something awesome to catch on camera.
Did you hear that?
So yeah, there was a bit of a crack. I think that's just the building, okay. Right? Right?
Yes, it's the building.
Well, it's warm outside and it's cold inside, so noises.
Yeah. That's a bit of a rational explanation. She's very good.
Either that or the ghost is going to have to try a bit harder.
Yeah. It's only a little creak.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that?
Not too overboard.
Challenge accepted.
Be careful what you ask for.
In 2 abandoned buildings, 2 challenges and a team of paranormal investigators walk across scattered debris to acquaint themselves with the labyrinth of woods and corridors before the night sets in.
Well, I'm just going to sit down here on that bench and wait for you until you do your little walk around.
I don't know why I want to go in here. No, I don't like this room at all. Don't know why. But that's got a creepy feeling. And these flowers, it's weird.
Something got a lot colder. And now it's happy again. It definitely feels a bit nicer in here than it did right back at the front of the building.
It's just creaking. It's like really weird. It's outside too.
One thing's for sure, that corridor freaks me out. I might go back to people.
So how was your walk through?
It was actually a lot more pleasant than walking through the front half of the building. There was one corridor that seems pretty dark and musty, and I didn't like the way that you couldn't see the top half, you could only see the bottom half. But then the other 2 rooms that we went to, the bright yellow one at the end, that seemed a lot happier, with the exception of all the windows. I felt a little bit exposed.
Plays on the mind, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Last room's the worst one. I think I got really freaked out in there. There's like a hand, or it's not even a handprint, it's like a claw print down there.
Like a smudge,
It's not a smudge, it's a print. And it's on the outside of the window. And I put my hand up to it, it's double the size. Yeah, after that I was freaked out.
Maybe we'll go squatching after. Go swatching.
Yeah, that I didn't feel good in that room at all. So I don't know.
So now I'm going to take the girls off to the side a little bit to do a bit of a workshop, a bit of a psychic workshop, to expand their senses and just explain to them how to connect a little bit easier before they go off on their challenge. What do we need to know about psychic senses? Is that we have 5, just like we have 5 physical senses. For every physical sense, there is a psychic sense. So, and everybody has that ability. Every single person has that ability. So the purpose of our previous walkthrough was to see what sort of level you're picking things up on, and you both came up with some good things. So before we send you back to your locations, what we're going to do is try to work on expanding those senses a little bit and helping you define them a little bit more. To be aware of our environment around us, firstly we need, and the changes that are going on, we need to be aware of our bodies and how we feel our changes and how our bodies are in a normal state, but that will help us recognise the signs when something changes around us. Okay, so what we will do first is a little bit of a meditation, okay?
It is a little eerie in certain different areas. Some not so bad, but once you do get into some of the rooms, I feel a bit uneasy about it all, so I don't know what to expect, so I'm not sure. I'm expecting to be petrified, I know that much.
When I first came here, at first it was a little bit scary. It smelled funny, it was cold, it was deserted. Andrea took us through some of the places that we may or may not be taken to tonight. We're not being told anything. The psychic workshop was very informative, and I'm definitely going to take that into the investigation with me. Hopefully I'll be able to feel something rather than see something or hear something.
Earlier on today, we walked around with the 2 challenges in 2 different locations, and I gave them both stories. Growing pot in the roof, completely made up. What I want to know is how that is going to affect them when they do the challenge. Whether they will get impressions, so to speak, or whether they will be able to tell the difference. I can't wait to see. Now I'm going to go and get the challenges and tell them what their challenge is. Jackie, Belinda, time has come to complete your challenge. I'll tell you what we cooked up for you, okay? Now, one of you will go with Nikki upstairs, where we've been before, okay? And you're going to basically do a psychic walkthrough. Come up with as much information as you can, okay? Just make sure that you express yourself, how you feel, what you're picking up. So while one person does their walkthrough with Nikki upstairs, the other one will do a lone walkthrough in the other building. And once you guys are done, we're going to swap. Now, I give you guys a choice which building you would like to do.
I'll go by myself to start off with.
So I guess that leaves you with this building, Belinda. Yeah, you happy with that?
Yeah, yep.
Ease me into it.
Okay, so we'll rig Jackie up with a camera and we get this show rolling.
Cool.
So we're walking up now and I'm going to stop here and see you off.
Yay. I will be scared for a little while. Hopefully it will subside.
How long do you think you're going to last?
Honestly, about 30 seconds. No, probably. I don't know.
You right to go?
Yep.
Okay, let's
Let's
go.
go.
I have on me a little millimeter,
Okay.
which also tells us temperature. So at the moment we're sitting at about 23.
Okay. God, that's dark. It's very dark.
So how did you feel when you first saw this during the day?
This was okay during the day. I think the rooms further down started to really freak me out a little bit. I was unsure with these ones. I'm not feeling so much, like not really feeling much at all.
Okay.
Oh God, it's warm.
Oh, it is warm, isn't it?
Ooh, it's like really warm.
What's drawn you back here?
I don't know, for me, coming in here, the most intimidating, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I felt more up here than I did in other areas. Can I get in the chair?
Absolutely. Go. So when you're sitting there, is there any emotion that you...
Just, I feel overwhelmed, like
Mhm.
oh my God, I just got... I don't know.
I'm not good one.
I just felt like a real brush.
I just heard a noise down the back of the hallway. It almost sounded like the door.
I'm not going to go very far down. I'm still a little bit scared. I feel like there are people there watching me. I suppose if I was searching for a presence, the first thing that comes to my mind is male. He's not old. He's not old. I can hear my heart beating. Oh, there's that cold air again. I'm just going to stand in the corner for a little while. When we were here doing the walkthrough with Andrea, I didn't say anything at the time, but when she was here and she was explaining about the orbs that she saw, I felt slightly dizzy, like something was trying to borrow my energy. I can hear footsteps, I think.
This town, this place, as a team of paranormal investigators and 2 challengers on a psychic challenge. Will a connection between the worlds happen? This is...
Do you feel like there's anybody else here with us at all? Behind you.
Do you want to walk?
Yeah?
Let's walk.
Was that one of you guys?
No, I heard. It was they were there.
That was really a loud bang.
The final one.
It actually... So,
I've got
how-
tingling all up my arms.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay. So for you, what does that mean?
I'm not sure. I don't know why I'm feeling it. Oh, I feel like something's behind me.
Yeah. What?
Did you hear that?
There's something because I'm.
2 footsteps.
Well, I'm with you, Belinda, as well. There's just...
Yeah.
Let's... Do you want to try and connect with what... No. It's okay. You're doing fine. You're doing good. Now, is that just you? Or just... It's okay. You're doing great.
Just
sweetie.
overwhelming.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Keeps getting tingly.
Are you?
My arm, yeah.
Okay. All right. You're in the presence of spirit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to walk?
Do you want to walk? Yep. Is that how you're feeling? That
Yeah.
you need to get out of here?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
want to stay.
Okay. No
Yeah.
problem. Okay. See, we've gone down 2
Yeah.
degrees
I can feel it
in
straight
just in
away.
the corner. Just going around the corner. Jeez. That was a ball that was just thrown. The golf ball. Yeah, just throw it here. You got it?
It's right here.
Okay.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
There you go. That's a certain way of getting attention.
Yeah.
You know, that's... I'm hearing things.
There's a kid up there.
There's
What? There's a kid talking.
someone up there talking. No. It's awesome. Oh my goodness. Sorry, leave the ball. Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's good. It's all good. It's all good. All right, so... All right. What I would... You're a mum. Okay?
Yeah.
That's all I need to say. All right? So...
I just want to, like, are they happy? This is like a horrible place to be brought up. And I just want to play by the looks of it.
Yeah. Oh. Do you feel boy? You said girls before. Are you still feeling that?
Yeah.
Girls?
It's not boy. Did you?
Yeah.
They're only young. They're only like 5-ish, 6-ish. They're not. Do you want to play? I feel
Yeah.
cold.
You feel cold. Okay, let me just check
Even though I'm
again.
hot.
I know you're sweating.
I'm sweating, but I'm cold.
All right, well, we're at 31 degrees.
Yeah, but I
32
don't feel.
degrees.
I don't feel overwhelmed. Like I don't feel stuffy anymore, like I did over there before.
Yeah. Do you feel them still here?
No.
Or
If
there's
they
been
are,
a...
they've gone back down that way. I don't feel anything.
Will the voices of spectral children be the beginning or the end to this ghostly activity?